here in Pennsylvania, we have black bears, and they're not um, usually aggressive, but um, with these apricots, for example, uh, bears have an exquisite sense of smell. They could easily smell something like this in the wind and get curious. And so, you know, usually you can scare them off. They're not like brown bears. They're pretty, you know, they're pretty skittish around humans. So now I've never encountered a bear, so I'm not speaking from experience here, but from everything that I've read and, you know, seen on videos about the Pennsylvania, basically the black bears we have in the eastern part of the U.S. Um, and I've also seen video encounters with bears, with hikers who would usually just yell at the bear and get them to go away. But black bears do occasionally charge, and it's almost always a bluff. So you're advised to stand your ground and threaten back and make yourself as large as possible. Wave, raise your arms, yell, and that kind of thing. Well, I also have this handy. So it's in the side pocket of my backpack on this side where I can quickly reach around and grab it if I need to. And so if I got charged by a black bear, and it actually, you know, like I say, usually you threaten back and they'll back down. But basically, from what I understand, you should never back down from a black bear. Stand your ground and, you know, do not give up. Don't turn around. Certainly don't run. But if they actually come up to you, now it's time to fight. Now, I guess with a brown bear, grizzly bear, you don't want to try to fight them. You'll lose. But with a black bear, you can scare them off. You can throw things at them and whatever. So I have this so that if a bear got close enough, I could bop it on the nose with this thing, right? Aim for the snout, because the nose and the eyes are where they're sensitive. And that would really sting, hopefully scare them off. Now, of course, I hope that I'll never have to do that. But this could be useful for other things too. I was talking about how if I had an accident out here tonight, and with snowstorm coming in, I've got what I need with me to survive overnight, because I have no phone service here. And, you know, snow is quite a good insulator. So if there were enough snow, I could make myself a cubby and, you know, a shelter out of snow, basically. Wrap up in that quilt and try to get the snow all around me as much as possible to so that my body heat would sustain me without any trouble. And if I were actually to cover myself with snow, I would need to breathe. So this, for instance, could be used to make a sort of ventilation shaft, right? Sort of shove it sideways and not above me, because then precipitation would fill in the hole, but sideways, and that way I could breathe. So, and of course I have a flashlight, which I can easily get to. Remember all that, all those fallen branches and whatnot blocking the trail? Well, and I said I thought I'd try to just go over that stuff on the way back. Well, I made it over. I wish someone were with me to film me, because it was quite entertaining. It was no less dicey to do it that way, but it was more fun. I did lose my balance and start to fall to the side, but, you know, in such a situation, you don't want to just, you know, sort of give up and panic and go, ah, and fall, because had I done that, I would almost certainly have been injured, at least, you know, scratched up or something. But I kept my head and looked for, in the direction of my fall, for some branches that I could fall against with my mittened hands and then could restabilize myself. And everything worked out fine. All right, so we're getting back into the part of the trail with the little waterfalls and whatnot. It's going to get noisy again. Look at all that snow. A lot of it looks like it's just crunchy and would give you good traction, but there are a lot of smooth, icy places, so it is a bit treacherous. I am carefully feeling every step and making sure I've got good footing.